Do this for 30 minutes a day, and I can almost guarantee you it's going to make you a lot more money. This activity, this 30-minute activity, I've been doing this consistently every day for about the last 3 to 4 months or so. And it's not only made me a lot more money, it's improved pretty much every area of my life. It's improved my health and my fitness, and it's improved my strength and cardio, my diet. It's improved my relationships. It's given me better ideas and helped me to make better decisions in pretty much every area of my life. And this is an activity that is completely free for you to start doing. There are some paid options and they're still really cheap, but there are paid options, but you can start this completely for free. And I'd actually recommend you start for free. Don't start paying this right off the bat. So this has nothing to do with like stocks or crypto or real estate or starting a business or a side hustle. This is a simple 30-minute activity that is free for you to do, for anyone to do. And I would recommend this to pretty much anyone who wants to make more money and get smarter and improve every area of their life. So yeah, this should pretty much apply to anyone who wants to do that. So what is this activity? It is simply to talk to AI for 30 minutes a day. Okay, like a best friend who doesn't judge you, like a therapist who just listens to you and gives you valuable, useful feedback and information. So simply talking to AI for 30 minutes, it's going to make you a lot more money. And I'm going to show you some ways it can help you to do that. And it's going to make you a lot smarter and help you to move a lot quicker. And speed is everything here, right? And speed is everything in life. How fast you move, that's going to determine how fast you get the result. So talking to AI for 30 minutes a day, I would recommend that you also use the voice dictation feature so that you can kind of free flow and have like an ongoing conversation. Sometimes I'll just take a walk with my dog, or I'll be outside, or even just here in my office, and I'll just hit the voice dictation feature, and I'll record like sometimes a 15-20 minute just all in one shot, just kind of free flowing, right? And it's crazy like how accurate it gets it. So it reads everything, it turns it into a text message, and then it ports it directly into whatever you're using, ChatGPT, Claude, DeepSeek, whatever AI tool that you're using. So use the voice dictation feature. It's a lot faster than typing everything out, and you can kind of just let it flow. It just comes out a lot better. And I'm going to share examples of what you should ask it and the format you should use, but you could ask it questions about things that you want answers on. You could use it for analysis. So I use it a lot for real estate and business ideas. You can get feedback on things that you're creating, ideas, and then also help it or use it to help you come up with solutions to problems, whether it's your own problems or for clients. So I'm using it a lot more than 30 minutes a day. But if you're just getting started with this 30-minute a day activity it's gonna help you move so much faster. It's gonna make you a lot more money, and it's gonna help you to make better decisions and make you smarter and make you move a lot quicker. Now, why do you want to even do this activity, this 30-minute a day activity? Why do you want to spend 30 minutes of your time doing this? Well, we're in the middle of a huge opportunity right now. There is an AI gold rush, and right now there's multiple different companies. There's the most well-known ones are Grok, ChatGPT, Claude, and DeepSeek. And you can see it happening right now. About a week ago, ChatGPT came out with this new image generation feature that's causing a lot of waves and a lot of talk throughout the internet because it's looking like it could potentially replace graphic designers and video editors. So the speed at which these improvements are coming, because now these companies are competing with each other, right? And someone else is going to come out with another tool now to beat ChatGPT. But we're in the middle of this AI gold rush. And this is the biggest opportunity, in my opinion, since the internet first came about. So you can become smarter and richer with the technology that we have now and AI that we have now. You can become smarter and richer with just 30 minutes a day, and probably even less than that. 30 minutes is easy to remember, and that's just a good benchmark, right? It's not hard to spend 30 minutes a day talking to a robot and getting analysis, feedback, ideas, solutions, and questions on things that are going to improve your life, okay? So the way to make money from this, like the big picture, is if you are coming from no experience, no background, becoming an AI consultant is a really good way to take advantage of this AI gold rush to make money from this. But in order to become an AI consultant, well, you have to be an expert in AI. So you're going to become an expert in 30 minutes a day at using AI. And then what you can do is start a service business or a consultancy where you're selling the implementation of AI to businesses who don't use it. And it actually shocks me how many businesses, they know about AI, but they don't use it in any capacity, in no areas of their business. So you can become an expert at AI, and then you sell the implementation of it to businesses. That's in turn going to make them a lot more money, and they will pay you a high fee to do that. So that's like the big picture on how you could take advantage of this opportunity starting with nothing. And I'm going to share some ideas for different services that you can offer and implement for people. But some examples, you can build offers, build AI agents. Everyone's talking about AI agents right now that automate different parts of the business. You can write and publish books. That's what I like to focus on. Create marketing assets, launching new products. You can help business owners make decisions a lot faster, or use it for yourself to make decisions a lot faster. And there's so many ways that you can take advantage of this opportunity, but becoming an AI consultant in some area and helping businesses and experts and people with money to implement AI into their situation, that is going to be the biggest opportunity right now. But it starts with becoming an expert at using AI, becoming comfortable with using it, and knowing how to apply it to other people. Okay. So the benefits of going through this 30-minute activity and sticking with it, right? You're going to be able to create cash a lot quicker, create income. You're going to get smarter a lot faster. You can future-proof yourself and your skills. So the people that don't learn AI and don't become experts at using it and implementing it, they're going to be competing against the other people that do. And it's going to be a tough day for them. So future-proof yourself and your skills by learning and getting familiar with this. You're going to make better decisions. I can't tell you the amount of times in the last month alone where AI has helped me to make a lot better decisions in my business or real estate or in my just daily life. So, and these are decisions that had huge implications as well. That could have cost me thousands of dollars and, hundreds of hours of time. It's going to help you build confidence and competence, and also help you to become a problem-solving machine. You're going to ask better questions that give you better answers. And when you solve problems, that's how you're going to get paid. Now, the threat of not learning this and not doing this is you are going to be competing not just with people anymore, right? You're competing with people who use AI, and whether you like it or not, they are going to replace you, right? If you have someone who moves 10 times faster and knows how to get the answers to anything, right, is a problem-solving machine because they're using this tool that we have available to us at a free or very cheap price. That's the type of person you're competing with, right? If you're just being stubborn and saying, well, AI is not going to stick around, so I'm not going to bother learning it. Well, you're going to be competing with people that do use it, and they're going to kick your butt. Okay, there's no other nice way to say it, because they're not better, right? They're just faster, smarter, and more efficient than you because they're using this tool that helps them to move a lot faster, a lot smarter, more efficiently. So the threat is if you don't go and do this, right? This is here, whether you like it or not, you're competing with people at a huge disadvantage. And if you look at it from a business owner side, who do you think they're going to hire? Someone who can move quickly because they're using this tool, or someone who takes 10 times to 100 times longer just because, there's no reason to hire that person, right? So you want to learn this, right? Doesn't matter what industry you're in, you should be learning how to use AI because there is going to be some application for your role. Now, on to how you use it. I have something called the 33 method, okay? And what that means is 30 minutes a day. We've already talked about that, the 30-minute activity. And I never accept the first answer from AI. So the 3 stands for 3 pushbacks. And the pushbacks could be as simple as asking the questions like, hey, are you sure about this? Or what do you mean? Or did you miss anything? Or have you considered this thing here? So I always try to push back on it 3 times if I'm looking for a legitimate answer on something and I want to make sure it's as accurate as possible. I push back 3 times because that's how I'm going to get the best answer. So I'll ask it something and then I'll ask it to review. Hey, are you sure about this? What do you mean by this? Did you miss anything around this thing here that you mentioned? And after 3 pushbacks, I'll get a pretty good answer. Now, the framework that you want to use is context, example, and command. And what that means is give it a situation, right? Give it some context on, set the stage on what you're looking for. Then give it a model or example to follow, and then tell it exactly what you want it to do. So you're going to get better at this over time. If you're doing this every day for 30 minutes, you're going to get better at doing this and asking a better question. So this is an example. I want to write an email to sell this product that I have. So that's the context, right? Here's an example of an email that did well. That is the example. So I paste in the winning email, and then I tell it a command, which is to create me an email using the same framework. So we have context, example, and then command. Here is an example that I was playing around with I'm thinking of hosting a monthly party in the downtown Seattle area. And so I went to ChatGPT. I gave it some sensitive information like my address and all that. So I don't want to show that. But I just said, hey, I want to host parties for this particular goal, right? I want to meet new people. I want to meet real estate investors and entrepreneurs in my local area. And so can you help me to plan a party and create the messaging around it and the invite list and the location and everything? And so I gave it an example of Tai Lopez to model, because I'm like, hey, Tai Lopez has these huge mansion parties. It's how he went from $1 million to $100 million business. And I want to model this on a smaller level for my local area. And so you can see here, it's giving me like a full on party planner, right? Here's where to have it. Here's how to get people to come. Here's how you invite people. Here's the content that you should post and the branding around it and the names. And so you can see it doesn't matter what it's about. You can spend 30 minutes just kind of free flowing, having a conversation, and it's going to make you smarter. It's going to lead to new ideas that you weren't already thinking of. And it's also going to give you a plan to go and attack that and implement whatever it is. So this is just one example. As I mentioned, I'm doing this pretty much every day, and it's amazing how much I learn and how much like new light bulbs are coming off all the time from doing this. And this is happening multiple times per day. So you might be wondering, what do you ask it? Literally anything. My recent chats, a lot of it's about business and real estate because that's what I'm always doing every day. That's my job. And so some of my recent chats are about writing a new email based off a previous winner, it's basically this prompt here. And then I just did exactly what it said. I told the product, I gave it an email, and it gave me the email copy for a new email following the same framework. I'm doing a new construction build to sell project in the Dallas, Texas area. So I had it analyze a few plots of land and run the numbers for me to see what I would profit. I had it get more info on the short and long-term impacts of tariffs, right? So if you want to go and just get information on something that's happening without having to go through a bunch of Twitter profiles and go through a bunch of Instagram stories and Instagram posts, well, you can go directly to ChatGPT or Claude and get the information that you need really quickly. I also had it list out blind spots, 50 blind spots in my life across health, wealth, and relationships. So I recorded like a 15-minute breakdown of my entire life, right? Hey, my name is Sean. This is how old I am. This is how tall I am. This is how heavy I am. This is what I do for my diet, my strength. This is what I do for my business. This is how my business is doing. And I just gave it everything, right? It took about 10, 15 minutes or so recording it using this process. And then at the end, I just said, hey, can you list out 50 blind spots in my life, given this information? Lists out 50 blind spots, and it also gives me a game plan to improve each of those things. So again, I don't accept the first answer. So I looked at the list of 50 and I said, well, this one's relevant, this one's not. For the remaining ones, can you give me like a game plan, a 90-day game plan to improve these things? And you can't see it on my screen here, but I have like a Google Sheet bookmark in my Google Chrome browser, and it has a 90-day game plan that was created specifically using this process. So this is a cool one for anyone to implement as well. And then the one I just showed you was creating me a plan to host a party in downtown Seattle, a monthly party. Exactly who to invite, the food to have, where to have it, all of that stuff. So the 33 method, that's exactly how to do it. It's not very complicated, very simple, very straightforward. Just get in the groove of doing this, and you are going to see some amazing improvements across every area of your life. Now, the 3 levels to this, okay, the 3 levels as you go through and start doing this. You're going to first experience confidence. So the first time that you pick up your phone and you do your first 30-minute a day session, it's going to feel uncomfortable, right? You're going to be like, well, what do I talk about? I don't even know what to ask it. And you're going to feel intimidated by using it because it's a new tool and it's a new process. But you do this for even just like a couple of days, you're going to start to build that confidence where you're no longer intimidated by it and you now feel good using the tool. Once you do that, then you're going to start to develop competence. So this is when you start to ask better questions and then you start to get better answers as a result. And this is the exciting stuff because now you can take those answers and you can use it to start thinking about how you can solve bigger problems. Okay, and this is when you start solving problems for yourself, or you can start thinking about solving problems for businesses and people who have money and getting paid to do that. And then the third level is cash. So cash is when you start to make money helping others to implement this new thing, right? In this case, it's AI. So you're building things of value. You're building these systems, AI agents, whatever it is that you decide to do. As an AI consultant, you're building things of value and people start to notice, they start paying you, you make money helping others to implement this cool thing that you're now an expert in, right? Because of just 30 minutes a day, and you're making money helping others to implement it. But first, they need to see that you are confident, competent, and that you can build something of value. So these are the 3 levels, and you can move through these levels very, very quickly if you do this 30-minute-a-day activity. Some examples of how it's impacted me and made me more money and improved pretty much every area of my life, but this is mainly focused on money. It helped me to create my 1-hour book system brand. And like everything from the name of the brand to the colors that I've been using to like the messaging, there's a lot of things that were created using the help of AI for my 1-hour book system brand. And it's on track to be $1 million business in its first year. It's helped me to create profitable books and offer buffets for my clients as well as for myself. It helps me to analyze real estate deals, write money-making emails, create marketing and sales assets that convert, and has also saved me thousands of dollars in lawyer fees from helping me to create these agreements and contracts that I have used both in my main business and on the real estate side. So there's many different examples of it directly making me money, and these are some of them here. But you do this every single day and you're going to find a way that it's going to impact you and make you money. So your challenge is do this every day for 30 days and then come back to this video, comment on the video, and tell me 3 ways that your life is better. Okay, I can almost guarantee you that you're going to be in a much better place if you do this every day for 30 days, right? 30 minutes a day for 30 days and use the 30x3 method. Your life is going to get better. Maybe it's only going to be in money. Maybe it's going to be in every area of your life, depending on how you use it. But do this every day for 30 days, then come back and comment on this video and let me know 3 ways it improved your life, because I'm sure it's going to improve your life. And then as far as getting more help, okay, I have a system that I built that shows you how to use AI. If you want to become an AI consultant, specifically in books, where you're publishing books for other people, or you're publishing your own books, and you're creating income streams from books, I have a system that shows you how to use AI to do that. If you want to just learn the system, you can join my 1-hour book system membership. It's $9.90 a month. And this is going to teach you the entire system and how to use it for both yourself and for clients. That's going to be linked in the description. You can also work with me directly if you are serious about building an agency, or you're serious about becoming an AI book publishing consultant and you want to grow to the 10 to 20K a month mark. Then that's also going to be linked in the description. It's called my accelerator, and you work directly with me to do that. So both are linked below. Whether you join the membership or accelerator or not, start doing this 30-minute habit. It's going to change your life. So that's it for this video. I hope you found it useful, and I'll see you in the next one.